Over the past 7 days, I put my focus into beating my first catastrophic tower, the Tower of Generation Failure. It took me almost 25 hours of playtime and 27 fails past floor 5. This tower is brutal, containing almost an hour of gameplay, tons of self-locks that can easily end your run, and this tower isn't for the weak. This tower is known for killing people's motivation play Ito, and yet I came victorious. Anyways, I decided to stream this tower almost every day and document my progress. Welcome to the Tower of Generation Failure. Before I start commentating on this grind, I do want to give you some information on this tower, so feel free to skip to this timestamp if you already know this tower well. Anyways, floor 1 is a pretty basic floor, one of the easiest in the tower, and you can get pretty consistent at it pretty fast, other than these two sections. Floor 2 is slightly harder than floor 1, however it is still a pretty consistent floor. There's no notable sections to commentate on in floor 2, however floor 3 is the hardest floor of the first half. It does have some button progress. For example, this button over here where you have to backtrack but also do a slightly harder version of the jumps that you just did. And this button where you can do this really hard gameplay or jump down and redo floor 3 up until that point. I chose to do the hard gameplay. After those two button parts, there is a brutal outside section that can get consistent, but some of these jumps are pretty hard. The rest of floor 3 is easy after the outside section. Floor 4 is harder than floors 1 and 2, however, I don't think it's nearly as bad as floor 3. You start off with this boring walk around section that isn't very hard, but if you do fail it, then you have to redo the easy part of floor 3 that's before floor 4. After that, there's a backtrack section that's button progress, and a soft lock section that if you fail, then all of your progress is gone and you go right back to floor 1. There are some more hard jumps after the soft lock section and a couple more outside sections, but at least you don't lose much progress if you do fail it. Floor 5 is a brick floor, definitely one of the easiest in the entire tower. This floor does have a soft lock section, however it is pretty easy. Afterwards you have to search for 6 buttons to press while doing the floor in order to get past it, but they're pretty easy to find once you have a guide. Floor 6 is the hardest floor of the entire tower. There are a few short outside sections, but that's not why the floor is so hard. It's hard because of how long it is, and because of a few chalkboard jumps that make up most people's floor 6 fails. Especially this floor does stick out. You'll see why I hate this floor to stick out later in the video. Anyways, after floor 6 is floor 7. And if you thought floor 6 was long, then floor 7 is even longer. You have to get 7 buttons, 3 of which have an unsafe section, and once you do all 7 buttons, you have to do one final section before moving on to floor 8. Nothing too notable is in floor 7 besides the outside section, 2 soft locks, a really bad ladder section, thank goodness that's netted, and a button hunt. Floor 8 starts off with a netted section where you have to do gameplay while it's spinning, but after that is a soft lock where you have to do these jumps while you're being continuously bounced. But it's not that bad. There are a few hard jumps, but they are pretty consistent. Afterwards is a free bullet hell section, and as long as you don't choke, you're on the infamous floor 9 outside. It's not that bad, besides this god awful jump, but if you do fail it, you get sent back to floor 1. After you get past it is a netted section, but afterwards is a pretty hard soft lock with some weird jumps. And then floor 10 is pretty easy. There's 4 sides and 3 of them are netted. The first side is a net and the gameplay is pretty easy, but if you do fail it, then you might have to redo the floor 9 soft lock. Once you get past that, it's GG's. So now let's actually move on to my experience with the Tower of Generation Failure. Day 1 was June 20th, and I go on vacation on June 23rd, so I figured for the next 3 days, I would completely dedicate those days to practicing the tower, and then go for real ones once I come back. Also, I predicted this tower would take me about 50 hours of playtime, and I already had about 9 hours of playtime from playing this tower on and off before I started this grind. On day 1 I wanted to practice the red floors, aka floors 7 through 10. I started with floors 9 and 10, especially 9 because that floor has 2 sections that can easily end your run. so I wanted to make sure that I can get comfortable with that floor. Floor 10 is pretty easy and mostly netted, so I didn't really practice that floor, but I did get in one from floor 9 to the wind pad. I moved on to floor 8, where I started developing strats for some jumps and was getting more comfortable with floors 8 through 10. I did do all the floor 8 in 1-1, besides the netted section at the beginning of floor 8. I then moved on to floor 7 since it is the longest floor of the tower. I practiced the unsafe challenges first, but I also play a little bit of the safe challenges just to make sure I don't loop fail those challenges for a billion hours. Since I was comfortable with the red floors now, I decided to play a little bit of floor 6, the hardest floor of the tower, and that's when I realized how stupidly hard this floor is. I will say most of floor 6 is actually not too bad, but there's a few parts of floor 6, these for example, that are massive choke points. Because I was feeling pretty confident with the red floors, I decided to end stream with my goal for tomorrow is to get more consistent on floor 6 and 7. Let's move on to day 2. Day 2 was June 21st, and I started off the day by replaying floors 8 through 10, just to make sure I was still consistent and confident with those floors. After that, I played floor 7 where I did every single button challenge in 1-1 each, including the netted ones so that I don't loop fail. I then practiced floor 6, and I practiced floor 6 for the rest of the stream, because I knew this floor was going to be a struggle for me whenever I go for real ones. So I tried to do all of floor 6 in 1-1, and I still couldn't do it. Although I got far pretty often, there were still a few parts I just could not get consistent at. Now I will admit, this floor has some of the hardest jumps in the entire tower, and I didn't have the best strats, but why is one floor of a tower so much harder than the rest? I was getting pretty demotivated, so I ended the stream with the goal of tomorrow having practiced floors 1 through 5 and trying to all floors 6 and 7. Let's go to day 3. Day 3 was June 22nd, the day before vacation, and I had a pretty big goal for today, so I really wanted to get stuff done. Well, I didn't play for very long because of a lag spike issue I had in TOGF, so I guess let's go to day 3.5. Day 3.5 was June 26th, the day I came back from vacation. I really wanted to get some practice done in the first half, so I decided to all floor each floor, starting with floor 1 and work my way up. Floor 1 wasn't too bad, it didn't take me very long, and floor 2 also didn't take me very long. Floor 3 did take me quite a while, but after some practicing I did get it down. Floor 4 also took me quite some time, it wasn't as bad as floor 3. I did get floor 5 down pretty quickly, as it is considered a brick floor. And then of course there's the dreaded floor 6, that I still couldn't do. My motivation was dropping because of how inconsistent this floor is, so I just gave up for today. Day 4 was June 27th, and this was my first day of doing real ones, so I was pretty excited for that. I set a goal of trying to reach floor 3 outside on a real one, but I guess my expectations were pretty low because I somehow made it to floor 6. I did loop fail floors 1 through 4 for about an hour and then reach floor 5. I knew this was going to be a floor 6 one because floor 5 is a brick floor. So I got all the ones I needed and got my first real attempt at floor 6. I did fail this route that I never failed in practice, but I saved on floor 5 and had another shot at floor 6. This time, I was cooking. I made it past the outside, made it past this scary jump, made it past the low roof section, and I even got past the 4-stud stick out. Surely this would be a floor 7 one, right? I guess not. At least I saved on floor 6, so I didn't count that as a proper fail. I made it back to the outside section where I failed the outside and was forced to fall down to floor 4 outside. I failed from floor 4 to floor 3, then floor 3 to floor 1. Awesome! I then loop failed floors 1 through 3 for another hour before giving up. I will say my motivation to play TOGF has definitely increased from the fact that my goal was done surprisingly fast, and I did somehow make it to floor 6. It was a good day, and I'm hoping to get to floor 6 again on day 5. So let's see what day 5 has to offer. Day 5 was June 28th, and guess how many fails I had on floor 6? 3? 4? I had 18 by the end of day 5. I didn't have any ones to floor 7, let alone a new PP, which was pretty devastating, but that means I'm getting more consistent. I loop failed floors 1 through 4 for about an hour before making it to floor 5, where I then made it to floor 6. I then loop failed floor 6 for 2 hours straight. This was because almost all of the fails I had on floor 6 made me save on floor 5 or floor 4, so I was able to quickly make it back up to floor 6, and I didn't fail the floor 5 south lock once. Because I don't want to bore you with all the floor 6 fails I had, here's a short compilation of all of them. Okay, bad jump. Okay, yeah, that's expected.
Let me copy and paste.
What was that? Okay. Let me get past this outside. Oh, bad tower, you made me fall. Oh, prepare for trouble. Make it done. Ah! Okay, let's not fail
Facing
this
the wall
outside.
for conveyor.
Oh, wow. Oh my.
Is what.
Oh my god, I can't be stupid outside. Oh my god, I feel that twice now. Awesome. Never mind, bad tower.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump from Teehee time to this.
Bruh.
Great.
Oh.
That's
Anyways.
That's like.
What was that? I just walked off somehow. Okay, I'm at the really bad 4-star stick out. And as expected.
Good luck.
I failed it. Like, this jump is like so easy, like the one I'm on right now. Okay.
Clarinet, would you be surprised if I made it to floor 2? Yeah.
Awesome. I wish I could time you out IRL.
Bye, Lego Frog.
Also, I freaking walked off that. Awesome. Okay. Wish me luck, chat. Oh, that was an ouch brick. Okay, I don't like that strat. I like the one where I flick and I just go for it. Okay, that's. Oh my god, I'm so done with this. I've been playing this for like almost 3 hours now. Now let me cook. Oh my god, bro, I can't. With this stupid stick, I feel like 5 times now.
Run.
I didn't like the fact I failed the outside and the 4-star stick out so many times, so I definitely knew what I should be practicing tomorrow. After 3 hours of loop failing, I decided to give up, and although I was happy with my consistency, I was not happy that I didn't get a new PB. My goal for day 6 was to get a 1 to floor 7 and get more consistent at the choke points on floor 6. So let's go to day 6. Day 6 was June 29th, which was also the 2-year anniversary of me beating my first extreme tower, Tower of Astral Eclipse. So it would be pretty funny if I did beat this today, right? Well, I started off the day by practicing the second half because I knew a 1 to floor 7 could be any moment now. Trust me, this will pay off later. Afterwards, I went into real ones where I had a rocky start by loop failing the first few floors. And then I only made it to floor 6 once today, but that was all I needed. I made it to floor 7. Will I be able to get all of the buttons? Okay, nice. A guaranteed one of floor 8 as I got all of the unsafe buttons.
It's not a game, I'm not a robot, and I challenge you. I'm not a man, I'm in your face, and I'm here to see you through. Right before your eyes, what just multiply? Got the flame right, it's time.
Alright, I'm at the soft lock. Will I get past it?
So you
I got past it. Let's not choke on the rest of floor 8 and someone to floor 9. I am now on floor 9 outside. Will I get past it?
So know you're fine. Make up your mess. Fight in every breath. Fight inside your head, your heart. And that's your grateful brain. Try to fight in vain. You're invaluable.
Unfortunately, I did not pass floor 9 outside. I did lose momentum for this trust flick, which is why I failed it. Although it was a sad fail, I was really happy with my progress, and I now knew any day could be the day. My goal for day 7 is to get back up to floor 9 again, or at the very least get back to floor 7. I was really motivated, so I was excited for what day 7 has to come. Day 7 was June 30th, and I decided to start a race with my friend Nastacan, who was also grinding the tower. Both of our hardest were Tower of Uncanny Agony at the time, and we beat Tower of Micromanagement the same day. And although Nastacan had a lot more runs to floor 7 than I did, I was more consistent at the tower. Anyway, me and Nastacan started up our streams and decided to VC with each other. The first hour of stream, I loop failed floor 6, but me and Nastacan made it to floor 7 about the same time, and we both got all of these unsafe buttons, so we both had a guaranteed run to floor 8. Unfortunately, Nastacan failed floor 8 soft lock, but I got past it. This demotivated Nastacan, and he ended the stream. For me, however, I kept going. Let's see how far I can get.
Never, and I've got to make my decision. This time it could be my moment. Is this a mirage or a chance to fulfill my mission?
At this point going forwards, I was very nervous.
My life is over. One strike just offend them, I'm out of his field of vision. Don't ask why I'm ready, but I'm ready to strike him down now. I just saw the new stars, there's no time for indecision.
Okay, nice. I got past floor 9 outside.
When I hop off, new beginnings burn our feet. Now we need it, a heartbeat for demon. Oasis in the seashland. Remind us what we're here for. Create new life.
I'm on the soft lock. If I fall here, my entire run is over.
the loss to the bosses of greed and fear. Yeah. Don't ask why I'm ready, but I'm ready to take them down now. The time for a new start is constantly drawing nearer. A river in a dry land, the lessons in a lost head. When the hope of new beginnings burned our feet, now we needed a heartbeat for demon. Oasis in a ceaseless, remind us from here, creating new life, creating rivers in the desert.
I got to floor 10. This floor is actually pretty easy, so as long as I don't choke, I beat the tower.
When a cool drop of water's all I need, gotta clear my head of anger and greed.
Oh my god, I beat it! I beat it! I beat it! I won! I beat it! Oh my god! I beat it! I did it! I beat it! Oh my god! Oh my god! I beat it! I am shaking. My hands are literally numb. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Light work, no reaction. Oh my god.
Say I've been here for Catastrophic.
My hands are so numb right now. Freaking ping hot sauce. Ping nasty can. G freaking G. Oh my god. Okay. I'm able to fail as much as I want.
And you're still here.
Yeah.
Oh my, good job, Bugs.
G, flippin' G.
So this is 410, isn't it?
Oh, it is 410. It's sad. The rest of 410 is netted. It's like a really bad jump here. Actually, two back to back. But it's netted. So I don't care. G freaking G. Oh my, yeah, this is a bad jump. Alright, who's calling? I beat it, I beat it. I literally, oh my god, oh my god. I'm at the
Can't, like,
pillar.
scream GG because my father's probably on a meeting, but GG's so big.
Oh my god. I'm on the pillars to
There we
victory.
go.
Okay,
GG's.
last jump. G,
And then he falls.
flippin' G.
Tower
G,
You're gonna fail the last
freaking
jump
G.
somehow. Like,
Yes!
It would be funny.
Oh my god.
What if,
He's like,
what if
yo,
he accidentally walked
slide-sided
off?
on the yellow.
GG's. I want to shout out Nastican, Hot Sauce 4, and Featureman for giving me strats while I was playing this tower. I'll leave the channels in the description. This was a surprisingly fun grind, and I'm happy that I'm getting better and better at Ito. Beating a Catastrophic was my dream goal when I first started Ito, and I'm happy to get this over with. Anyway, thank you for watching. I stream Ito almost every day, so feel free to watch me. You can also join my Discord server to get notified as soon as I go live. I'll see you later.